Alright, let's see if I can't have better luck this time.
What is this place?
Welcome to the arcade.
Do your worst, villain. Strike me down.
We're fighting a common enemy.
We are? Why didn't you say so? Wow, I feel like a fool now. Ha 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 ha.
Think nothing of it, friends. Knights are strongest when they work together.
Yeah, Knight's Code. First vow, always help a person in need. Knock 'em down, Shovel Knight. Go get 'em. Believe it.
You too, Stinko Man.
Hey, there you go. You got an achievement.
Oh, cool.
Got an achievement for beating all the baddies. All the extra baddies.
Entrance.
Oh, so maybe this... I can't remember if there's 2 or 3. Alright! We are back. Welcome to Fanthropological Arcade, the show where we, play video games. We are still playing through Shovel Knight and rapidly coming up to the end of the game. That fish came out of nowhere. I swear I didn't see it coming. Man, this game is really good. Is the stupidest thing I can say, and also the first thing that I can say. And we are, I think, at the second last level. I honestly don't remember. But Z is going to have a tough time because this game... Not what I intended, but, that's fine. Just like the last... It's like in Mega Man games, right?
Yeah.
You get to the final boss. I can't remember if we have to do a boss rush. I hope not. I feel like we do.
I think we do, but I'm not too worried about that.
No. But like before you get to the boss rush part, you have to, beat the like pre-stage, and that's the hard part.
Yeah.
And that's where we are. We're at like the entrance to the, Tower of Uncaring. I don't remember what it's called.
Tower of the Enchantress or something like that, I think?
Yeah, I feel like it has a
simple
name. Hey, you got it. Also, watch out, because when you fall down here, you fall down in real life.
That's nasty.
Yeah. But it is the Enchantress's Tower, regardless of whether or not it has other names. 666.
Ah. Man, I gotta get some sick gains.
Do you even lift, bro? Do you? Oh, you almost got that. You are playing with fire here, bud.
Yep.
Oh, it's been a pretty good journey so far, I'd say.
Yeah.
I don't know how challenging it has been for you. I've merely witnessed. I merely watched the pain and suffering. You were born in it. As we get through this game.
Yep.
Oh, I see. It moves around.
Good.
It's like, how is that even supposed to work? Also, is there like acid rain out right now? What's going on?
It must be some kind of acid rain. Otherwise, I have no idea why it's so green. Unless the clouds are really trees.
Well, it's a cloud of uncaring, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Which, as we both know, nothing can stop.
Yep. No level of kindness.
Just like...
Oh boy.
Alright, I better bunker down here. We're in for a long one.
Yep. Keep your finger on that fast forward button.
Oh, I hope not. Alright, here's a question for Easy.
Sure.
Longest game you've ever played? Probably an RPG, which means this is right up
Wild.
Really?
No. As far as balls. As far as
I'll take my glasses
how
off
long?
For a moment.
Sure. How long that game actually is? It's not that long. I mean, if you're just jetting through the story, it's not going to take you too long. Longest actual game I've played is probably that I remember playing is Tales of Symphonia. Partially because I did go in for all the extra side quests and all that sort of stuff, but also just because it is a longish game. It's one of those RPGs from the era when it was a big deal to have 2-3 discs. Final Fantasy I'm not sure how Tales of Symphonia would stack up to Final Fantasy VII in terms of length.
I think didn't they remaster that recently, or they are about to?
Final Fantasy VII?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're releasing it in episodes.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I think they're doing it because that's the only way that they can really make it work. Because making an HD version of that game all at once would just take all of their resources and all of their budget and just all of everything.
I can't even think of the longest game that I've played. Oh my goodness. I feel like the answer is probably Ogre Battle.
Ooh, on the Super Nintendo?
I don't know if I ever finished it. I remember going for all the stupid side quests to get the 3... Because to get the good ending, you need to collect the 3 Devas or something. So you need to... They all have a dragon.
Okay.
And so you need to get the side quests, which means you have to visit the towns after you liberate them and do them in a certain order and bring certain people with a certain alignment. And it's one of those games that I'm like, I don't know how you're supposed to do this correctly the first time.
Yeah.
Like in the N64 one where it's like, okay, you're supposed to get the 4 holy books or whatever and to get the true ending to the game. And I'm like, what? How was I supposed to know this? Visit this trainer on your birthday and you'll get a special item? How am I supposed to know that?
Play the game until your 100th birthday or something and you get the best sword.
What?
Something ridiculous like that is in there.
But that's a lot of... Ooh, I wasn't expecting that to work out. Oh, I see. So I think what the game wants you to do is pogo off of those. But you can also just propel yourself.
Ah, that's why I wanted to buy that.
Alright, Z, if you can just... You might want invincibility and just go past that. And save yourself.
Yeah.
Dreading agony. I don't know if this one has save points. I feel like it was Ogre Battle, but it could have honestly been anything else. Because... I don't know, a lot of games. A lot of games out there.
Yeah.
Or it had to have been a JRPG or an RPG style game.
Is Advance Wars particularly long?
No, I don't think it is. So it wouldn't have been Advance Wars, although that's another great game.
Yeah. I know a lot of people have great fondness for it.
It doesn't have to be long. Yeah, it's kind of strategic. I wish there were more Advance Wars style games.
Realizing too late. That would be the end of Shovel Knight.
Well, you got a save point, so at least you don't have to go up and down that tower again.
That's true.
I mean, maybe Castlevania Symphony of the Night? Or one of the Castlevania games? Not sure, I don't even think that. Wind Waker? I'm trying to think of all the games that I played when I should have been studying for exams. Those are some of the games that I should have been not playing. I don't remember them being super long, though.
No.
Katamari Damacy. That's a short one. That's super short. What do you think is the weirdest game you've ever played?
Oh man. That works. That works. Oh man. I wanna have a really cool answer for this because I've definitely played some weird games, but I can't think of any off the top of my head. I guess they weren't that weird. I mean, for lack of a better answer, Harvest Moon, because it's such a At least back in the SNES days, it's such a non-game game. That's kind of a lame answer.
Yeah, just eat some berries and then go run, run, run. Sorry, that's completely unrelated.
Oh, dang. I misunderstood that.
Yeah, I didn't mean to be confusing. Just like this is the part that I was remembering from previously.
Ah,
I think there's another part that's worse, but I think that's in the second half of this level.
all right.
That was weird. Your spark thing just traveled through the air.
Just how much of a spark it is, you know? Well, I'm racking my brains here trying to think of a weird game that I've played. Have you played any?
All I can think of is Katamari Damacy.
Yeah?
Problem with me asking questions about anything is it's like, yeah, somebody's going to ask me this question, and I'm like, I'm going to ignore that. I think also if you just stay on this platform and wait till it comes back up, it should be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weirdest one I can think of off the top of my head is Katamari Damacy. That doesn't mean that it is the weirdest one. Alright, good
Yeah.
luck. You should probably observe things before walking to your death.
Yep. Oh, I did not observe that. That's for sure.
I mean, you played Tingle's Rosy Rupee Land, right?
Okay, yes. Yes. That is probably the weirdest game that I have ever played. Not only because it stars Tingle, the weird 30-something, not in employment or education or training character from the Zelda series who wants to be a fairy like Link.
Link's
but-
not a fairy.
Well, that's the problem, right? That's also a problem. Ugh. But everything in that game, from your health to your bargaining chips to everything, is based on money.
Just like real life.
Yeah. But like you use rupees to get information from people. If you don't give them enough, they won't tell you anything. If you give them too much, they'll still tell you what you need to know, but you'll have lost a bunch of rupees that you otherwise could have used for health, or for getting a bodyguard, or for opening a locked door. Everything requires money. And that was a really bizarre mechanic because there's nothing in-game that tells you, oh, this person at this store or whatever needs this amount of money. It's just all guessing.
That sounds awful.
It wasn't terrible, really. I mean, I did use a guide. I wasn't totally insane playing it. But I enjoyed it.
If you guess exactly right, does it, like, give you a special bonus?
Not really. I think the only bonus that you really get is that you get to keep the rupees that you otherwise would have given away.
Right.
Which means then you either have more health, or you can just, like, climb up the little mountain faster. Because you're collecting these rupees and then throwing them in a pond. And as you throw more in the pond, it gets higher and higher until it reaches space. And you face the final boss, and it's like I want to say like, not quite Galaga, but maybe more like Gradius type shoot 'em up,
Okay.
where your bullets are, of course, your money.
Oh,
So you want to have as much as possible.
that sounds ludicrous.
It is, but it's also what makes it just this fascinating game. And I'd really love to play the sequel, which brings in like a little dating sim element as well,
What?
and makes it kind of
Oh,
like
you're gonna die.
what? Dang, I thought I was safe. And riffs on the Wizard of Oz, but it was never released outside of Japan. So
Was the first one?
yes,
Oh, okay. Well,
in Europe.
Oh, I see. I thought it was Japan only as well.
Nope. Slippery platforms.
Ah, yes. It must be all that acid rain.
Yep. It's not eating things away, it's just making them slippery.
I mean, I'm sure if I looked at my Steam history, I'd find some weird games.
Yeah.
But off the top of my head, I can't think of any. Like, there's Undertale, but that's not really a weird game. It's just got a neat mechanic.
Yeah.
And there's like, what is it? Okay, there's one that I can think of, like how to learn katakana.
Okay.
Somebody made an RPG Maker game where you literally fight like these giant like I think the enemy shows up and starts speaking Japanese. It's like I don't know what that means, but like to win,
Yeah.
you need to like learn the katakana and fight. I don't know. I thought it would be different than it is, but it's just a JRPG. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do this. I was hoping that it'd be like, if I know the katakana, I can like, not cheat, but like, it's like, oh, I already know this, so I can enter this and avoid some battles. But no, it's just more fighting.
Man.
You're dead.
What is all this fighting for?
What are we even fighting for? I can't, like, there's another weird, not weird. It's called Smashing the Battle.
Okay.
It was made by a one-person development studio where you're in this giant building that's being built, and all of a sudden it, like, gets on lockdown, and you're obviously some hot woman, obviously. And your friend is dying because something bad happened, but then it shut off and the whole world is locked out, and you get these notifications from... There's no way to communicate in or out, but this one person's a security officer, and they manage to break through to you, and they're like, oh, there's an exit on the 100th floor, so you just need to get up there and do things. But then you're in this, like, exoskeleton power suit thing, which is revealing, and I don't know.
Are you the 16-year-old president of Japan?
No, that's a different game.
Okay.
You told me about that one. That one also seems weird. And I've played like Chantilly's or something, the game where you stock an item shop.
Oh.
And go to visit dungeons and.
Oh, cool.
And I don't know. I've got a lot of games on Steam, but they don't all seem that weird in comparison. There's like a Make a Princess game.
Yep.
Where it's like the Highness, your Royal Highness. I don't know. I can't remember what it is, but you have to like make all the right choices to prevent your princess from getting killed. Oh,
not from becoming a delinquent?
No, that's a different one. I think that's one of the Gynax games. Break it! You're safe. Yeah. I don't screw up the next part either.
Don't worry, I'll take this carrot, it'll be fine.
It looks like you've got a lot of room to breathe in the next little bit. Oh, no, playing with fire.
It's the only thing I know how to do.
At least you've got lots of space now. I can only assume the game will give you a checkpoint. There you go, never have to do that again. But I can't think of that many weird games, actually. Never played Choo Choo Rocket or that frog game.
Frog Golf? Frolf?
Yeah, which is not Frisbee Golf. Which is what I would have expected. Ah yes, Samurai and Totoro teaming up once again. Or something. I don't know.
Goop Samurai, man, oh man.
Creepy crawly Goop Mandos.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that show in forever. It was probably terrible.
I did not know it was a show.
Oh, you didn't watch Creepy Crawlers?
No.
I watched a lot of crappy television.
Well, I mean, 90s network TV was not great for kids program. Like, not like kids shows were terrible and teaching bad messages, but I mean...
Just like, hey, let's promote this toy.
Yeah.
Those explode.
Oh.
FYI.
Welp.
You've made a wise decision. Choosing to not die. Also propellering your way to victory. This is hard. Like, really hard.
Yeah.
I'm just watching and it looks hard.
Next time. spikes next time.
I thought you were like, you know what, T, fast forward past all this. Just skip to the part where we fight the boss at the end. Wasn't sure where you were going with that. That is very effective.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alrighty.
so much. So many enemies.
I know it's like going through Magus' castle, fighting all 100 monsters.
There were not 100 monsters. Also, if I recall, I was not the person who was on that shift.
I don't think I was either.
Well, it wasn't. Well, Evan was.
Yeah,
I don't know who else was.
it must have been G.
I'm pretty sure it was you, but that's just because you're here and it's easy to blame you.
Yep, just little race against time talk here, people.
Which, if you haven't checked it out, we have a playlist for that. I'm not sure you want to sit through 24 hours of us playing Chrono Trigger. But if you go to twitch.tv/theraceagainst-time, there's some clips of some of the fun moments. Mostly us doing karaoke, but like, hey, that's what we do best, is what I like to tell myself.
I think we do a pretty good job with karaoke.
Yeah, that's true. It's a good time, at least.
Oh yeah.
I think I saved some of the moments with, careful. Actually, you can pogo twice, you just have to, like, make sure to slide to the right. Oh. Okay. Or do that.
The dagger.
Oh.
Oh no!
The other one might have chicken. Or bombs, I don't know.
Jeez. Bombs. It's like this is the last level or something.
It's not the last level. It's the penultimate.
Boy.
Oh, my legs. I'm dying, Z.
Go on
without me.
No. I need you to talk. so I'm not just sitting here playing video games.
Yeah, you can do that without a camera. Oh. I'd like to make a video game sometime.
Yeah. Yeah, as agreement, and also, yeah, as any further details.
Oh, okay. Not sure how I would have figured that one out. I've had this idea. I don't know. It's just like especially now, there have been a lot of games that have moved away from making games that are solely about pleasure and enjoyment. Not that that's always what games are about, but like more about telling a certain narrative and having that revealed through gameplay in novel ways. I think that's a really cool opportunity. I mean, that's more true with things like VR, where you can literally put somebody in a situation that they couldn't normally, where they really feel like they're experiencing it. Because you had the chance to try out Superhot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're like, I know I'm wearing goggles, but it feels like I'm in a room.
Yeah. Which is bizarre.
Yeah, but even in non-virtual environments, there is a opportunity to tell different kinds of stories. And so I think it'd be neat to explore that. The rain is giving you hints, see?
I see.
I think there's a block behind you. It's not giving you it's not giving you amazing hints.
Right. Just the hints that I need.
But, like, be mindful of the next few platforms.
Yeah.
Ah, those things are the worst. Okay.
Woo!
Boss time.
Whew.
Oh man, that is a really menacing looking door.
Yeah.
Still the Enchantress, so you didn't swap her, I guess. I answer to no one. Pew.
I wonder if it's just the Enchantress regardless, because when we're at the campfire and Shield Knight is falling, it says save him.
Yeah, but like maybe Spoiler. Like, I don't know.
Oh, I mean, what? What are you? Enchantress Shovel Knight. What? Oh, this is crazy talk.
Thanks,
No problem.
I don't know. I'd like to make a game because it'd be neat to... I find it really valuable learning new things, and having played a lot of games, it's kind of like, oh cool, this is the amount of work and effort that went into making something like this. Even making a simple game is hard. I've been watching an anime called New Game,
Yeah.
and it's about this girl who graduates from high school and then joins a video game studio to follow her idol, who made a fairy story something or other, which I'm pretty sure is supposed to be like Final Fantasy or a comparable game.
Yeah.
A Tales series or something like that. And it's not like it's very heavy on them making games, but there are elements that are like, oh, her friend ends up as like a game tester, and it's like, these are the things you have to deal with, and it's not super specific, but it just reminds me of all the different work that goes into developing a game from the different perspectives.
Yeah.
Because most of them, they don't spend a lot of time with the game programmers. They spend a lot of time with the like character designer and the art director and things like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work that goes into a game.
Yeah, especially something as involved as an RPG.
Oh, RPG's got to be crazy difficult because you got to like figure out when to set up the flags and like how do you make the story, like if it's linear it's fine, but if it's not, how do you have all that stuff happen, and like battle systems, and I don't know, you can use stuff that's off the shelf. You don't have to build everything from scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's got to be so much work that goes into that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why so many game studios now make their own engine just use it for as many games as possible, right? So sort of the groundwork is laid, and they just not quite fill in the blanks, but at least have a little bit of an easier time.
Yeah, that makes sense. You have less health than it has. You might want to use one of the Eekers. You know, from the...
Yep.
The tuple. Okay, Z, you're almost... Yeah, you're almost there. You've got like 4 hits on him left. 3 hits. 2 hits. 1 hits.
Oh, come on.
You have 1 hit left. Or, I guess 2, arguably.
Use it. Yeah. Whew. Alright.
Oh man. About to get some plot. This has gone far enough. Whatever you've been trying to do, you can't reach him. Oh, it is a him. You may be right. He may already be lost. By now, surely you can see what's in these swirls of cinnamon toast.
Shovel Knight does.
Yeah. Spoiler. The Enchantress is...
What?
Shield Knight.
Oh, man. I don't know, this game's how old now?
I don't know. 3 or 4 years?
3 4 years.
Older than I expect, but not as old as it could be.
Well, I mean, this came out on the NES, right? In 1988?
Yeah, 1080p and
Ooh.
all that jazz. But maybe we'll talk about that next time on Fanthropological Arcade.
Yeah, sounds good.
I think she's flopped in her cage.
Yeah, looks like that, doesn't it?
Or she's sleeping. I'm not sure. I've never actually seen her sleep. I've just seen her rest.
Yeah, I've seen her, like, laying flat with her eyes closed, but I don't know if she's asleep or just, like, resting. 1 ear is usually up.
Yeah,
So.
that's true.